Coach. It's Monday again. Yay! It's been a very busy week. Not only last week, but also like this week is already starting out to be so busy. And so, just gonna throw that one out there first. I'm trying to keep up with everything, but it's every time I feel like I have enough on my plate, apparently I need to add something more. So, we did get a chance to get out of town this weekend. It was work related, but we still had a little bit of fun, of course. Lived our lives. The only unfortunate thing is that we were staying at the hotel in Fort Bragg, and I left my scale on accident. So I had brought it to make sure I could weigh in for Saturday and Sunday, and then I left it on accident, and I'll have to buy a new one. So I don't have a weigh-in for today, but that has nothing to do with last week. Anyway, so I'll get back to that eventually. I felt like I had a pretty good week. I was able to balance things really well, it seems like. And with the new plan, the new macros and the new plan, it seemed like everything's, doing what it's supposed to do, and I'm really happy to see that. I know I checked in with you on Friday. But my weight just continued to drop, which is not, obviously I expect it, but it even continued to stay low after my refeed. And I haven't counted up everything from my refeed yet because I know exactly what I ate, but I didn't actually count it up. And so I may not have eaten everything, all of my macros. And so maybe that's why it stayed low. I had considered that maybe the different floor because sometimes if you put your scale on a different floor, it might read differently. Whatever the situation was, I have to go out and buy a new scale tonight anyway. So we'll see what happens with this week. But I can tell you that I've been feeling really, really good in my skin over the past week. Like I said, I know my cycle's coming soon, and that doesn't seem to be affecting anything. I feel good in my clothing right now. Not perfect, but good. And I really feel like something changed. I don't know why. Maybe it was just because I made sure to implement those macros properly. Anyway, whatever the situation is, I'm happy about it. I didn't pull up I might have to do this without the sheet in front of me, so I'll just try to remember. Anyway, my carbs are 135. Protein's about like 125 to 130 or something like that. And then my fat is at 35 grams. I'm assuming that the cut and the fat and the carbs really helped a lot this week. And I did get all of my... I'm not sure I understand. Training in. Please don't do that right now. I know, honey. My son is hanging out, and I told him as long as he was quiet, he could just chill with me. But whatever the situation... It was magical, and I saw all new low weigh-ins that I've never seen before at this, since we started like bulking or getting prepared and then going into the dieting phase. I haven't seen weigh-ins this low, and so it was really exciting to see, and it really helped motivate me a lot. And also, I really got a chance to kind of take a good look and implement the new training program. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't a perfect week, and I don't mind that because I can tell how much it's changing, not necessarily changing my body, but challenging my body. And that was really good. I was pretty sore after implementing the new training plan and adding in, I did some leg presses and stuff. There were a couple of exercises I wasn't comfortable doing at my gym, and I apologize ahead of time for that, but I really feel like the new training program has gotten me to another point with my training that I feel like I'm having a lot of confidence around different machines and weights and stuff like that, and then learning more of the gym and different things that I could be utilizing there. So, and that's obviously something important with a new training plan is you're implementing new things that you've never tried before and feeling better about trying them. So that was great, and I felt really good about that too. I did do all my cardio. I was really excited about that. I don't remember why I was so excited about it. Oh, and because of our trip to Fort Bragg, I probably did a lot of extra cardio this week. So I had a family session on Saturday with a little 1-year-old and his mom and dad. And anytime that you're shooting a 1-year-old, you're going to be chasing them around the beach. If you're having a beach session, you're just chasing them the whole time around the beach. And then also while we were there, we were walking up flights of stairs up and down to the beach. And then, Andrew and I at one point had climbed up to a big rock so that we could just sit there and watch the waves crash, and, just lots of extra cardio this weekend. And then when we came back on Sunday, I had to go straight to Sacramento for another session, an engagement session, and the client wanted to walk everywhere, like all over Capitol Park, all over Old Sac, just all over the place. And of course, I don't have an issue with that at all, but I did get a lot of exercise this weekend. So that could be part of the reason also why I saw the weight kind of stay down. I didn't even really pop up after my refeed. So there's a lot of factors going on there, and it may not have been a perfect week, but I consider it a win because I'm meeting some of my goals, so that's great. Like I said, I had soreness with leg press, and then when I did my sprints for high intensity interval training, I did get some soreness in my abs. I always get the soreness in my abs with sprints, which is really fun. I did miss one glute finisher, partially because it was broken equipment at the gym again, and partially because with how crazy last week was, I just didn't fit it in. So that's kind of how that's going. I do have one big development. Last week, the training manager at the gym, he texted me. We've been kind of friends for the last year since I started out at that gym. And he texted me and he's like, I think that you should come on with my team and become one of my personal trainers. And, he sees how hard I'm busting it at the gym all the time and everything. And he and I get along really well. And he knows that because of my business and everything, I do have good customer service skills already and all those things. And he sees me posting on social media about my meals and my workouts and all kinds of different things like that. And when he first texted me, I laughed. I told Andrew, what, is he kidding? Like, I need more on my plate right now. And so when that happened, I kind of brushed it off. And then the next day I texted him, like, I'm really flattered, but I don't see why you think that this would be a good idea for me. So we started talking about it a little bit, and I went in and I had a sit down chat with him, and I asked him about 5 million questions, because that's what I do. And then I sat in on a training meeting with all the other trainers and kind of just listened to what was going on with them. And today I went in for a formal interview. And that's part of the reason why I'm all dressed up, is because I had that formal interview this afternoon. And I decided that in order to continue growing with my fitness journey and be more surrounded and immersed in learning and, working with others who are like-minded and all of those things, that I would go ahead and take the part-time training position. So that's kind of new and exciting, and I feel like I have a lot to provide to the other trainers as far as like feedback and ideas. And, I've been doing so much research and so much work on my own meal planning and training programs and all different kinds of things that, with their help and with proper certification and with, a lot of willingness to succeed and trying, I probably will end up being an interesting personal trainer. I'm hoping that maybe I can positively influence a few lives. And if it does go really well, then maybe I'll scale back on the photography a little bit more and only focus on taking jobs that are going to really benefit me and my family, and spend, most of Monday through Friday in the gym, working with other clients, working on my own training and all that kind of stuff. So it's been kind of a crazy week. My biggest concern is I really don't want the training thing to interfere with my personal goals, because when you become a trainer at the gym, you kind of become one of the faces of the gym, and people feel like maybe they should come talk to you more often and get your opinion about things and interrupt your workout. And I really don't hate talking to people at the gym, but sometimes I'm in a time crunch and I got to get my workout done. So I think that part of it's going to be me being a little bit more organized with my time and making sure that I can do everything and get it all done and still be a mommy and a photographer. So yeah. Anyway, I'm hoping I'm not missing anything. My waist really hasn't gone down much more. It might be slightly under 28 inches at this point, same as before. I feel like maybe I'm losing more in other areas at this point. But we'll see what happens with my weigh-ins this week. I'm going to try to see if I can buy the same exact scale. I really hope I didn't miss a bunch of stuff. I don't have my sheet right in front of me because my son has my phone. So, you know about the traveling, you know about the extra cardio. I think that I did not meet a lot of the mini goals that I had for myself last week, but just being able to see a change in the scale, that kind of coincides with some of my mini goals. So anyway, I hope everything is going really great down south. I'm super jealous that you get to live there, and my friend keeps Snapchatting all the amazing things she's doing down there, because it's like she's like pool party hopping and stuff like that, and I'm like, I want to go. So I'm sure you guys have a lot of fun stuff that you could be doing down there and enjoying that beautiful weather and everything. We're here with our thunderstorms and our lightning, so that's really great sometimes. Nice June storms. But I will look forward to hearing back from you probably tomorrow, because I know you probably won't be able to get back to me tonight. No big deal. And I'm looking forward to the coming week of training and everything. I'm getting more comfortable with the lifts. I will email you maybe about the one, or text you about the one lift that I don't really feel comfortable with. Just because it's very bro-ish. I like doing fun, crazy lifts, but at the same time, some of these are just like meh, whatever. Anyway, I'm happy. Things are going well. That's a summary. Sorry for the super long video, but it's been a crazy week. And I will talk to you soon. All right, thanks. Bye.